Nicole here with Job Hunt Solutions, and in today's video we're going to talk about playing the waiting game between interviews. So you've just given the interview of your life for a dream job and you're just waiting to hear feedback and about next steps. And you're waiting and waiting and the phone still isn't ringing. So how much is too much when it comes to follow-up? When should you follow up? And what do you do while you're waiting? In terms of follow-up after the interview, if you haven't heard anything, say in about 10 to 14 days, it's okay to send just a quick email to reiterate your expressed interest in the role and maybe ask the interviewer, recruiter, or whoever your contact person is if there's anything that you can provide them to help them make their decision. You can also ask what sort of time frame you can expect to hear about next steps, and maybe even suggest that you'll follow up again in the next week and a half. If you still haven't heard anything, be sure to follow up in that time frame that you suggested, but bear in mind that anything can happen between the time you've interviewed and the time you actually follow up. Projects can get delayed, people can change jobs, all kinds of things can happen in the background without you really knowing it. So even though it may be a frustrating time for you, it's imperative that you keep a really positive tone in your communications with the hiring company. Because honestly, you don't want to be that candidate. And what I mean by that candidate is the candidate who is incredibly high maintenance and really very difficult to deal with. It actually makes the interviewers, the hiring managers, and or the recruiters question your business acumen. And actually, quite frankly, makes them wonder if you would be this high maintenance of a coworker or employee. So keeping your emails and your follow-ups sort of on a lighter tone and understanding that they're very busy people and they're not actually just working around the clock to find you a position within the organization. They're probably flooded and inundated with lots of different emails and lots of different priorities, pulling them in a number of different directions. That said, if you do find the recruitment process is unreasonably long or you're not being treated very fairly, then perhaps it's time for you to even question if this is a company you'd want to work for in the first place. Either way, just keep in mind that there is a bit of a balance that does happen. Lots of things in the business world can change rather quickly, so keeping that positive attitude and having a pinch of patience will carry you far in your job search journey. Now let's just say that you have interviewed for that dream job with your perfect company and an ideal team. This is not the time for you to stop all of your job search efforts. Anything can happen in business, as we've just mentioned, and with the pace of change that is happening in business nowadays, that can mean that anything can happen. So it's really good to be prepared and have a backup plan in place. If you stop the momentum of your job search efforts through networking or interviewing, and this job falls through, you're going to find yourself really far behind in the game, and trying to catch up to find another opportunity is going to take that much longer. Staying positive while searching for a job is challenging, but there are a lot of things that you can do to help stay positive through this journey. Through your networking efforts and reaching out to people that can give you encouragement and support is always a great idea. This is also a great opportunity and a time, if you happen to be between successes, to take a course or training on new tools and to help keep your skills up to date and relevant as time goes on through your job search journey. Especially if you are between successes, you want to make sure that your skills are still employable. So whether it is taking a course or even doing some volunteer work where you can use and leverage some of your skills, these are great opportunities as well to meet new people and gain other contacts. You never know who you might meet, who may actually be the lead to your next job. And of course, keep up with your networking and even join some of these job search networking groups that can provide support to you and help you through maybe some of the challenging times that you might be facing, or the self-doubt that you might be feeling during your job search. And finally, just be sure that you're taking care of yourself as well. So through proper diet, exercise, and getting a good night's sleep will help you keep your positive energy throughout your job search journey. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions or comments or any other suggestions on what a person can do while they're waiting between interviews, please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you have any questions or any ideas for upcoming videos, please feel free. Leave a comment below, send me an email, or link in with me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, whatever works for you. If you'd like to collaborate with me on a video, I'd love to hear from you. If you like this video, please press the like button and subscribe to my channel. And if you need any help during your job search journey, please feel free to reach out to me. You can check me out on my website just below here. And thanks again for watching, and until next time, happy hunting! And what I mean by that candidate, this is still not the time for you to keep that momentum going. Staying positive.